You listening to precept on precept. Captain Shim break it down to no meat left. Line upon line in the word make you respect. History collegiate when we teach it, brains reset. You listening to precept on precept. Captain Shim break it down to no meat left. Line upon line, the word make you respect. History collegiate when we teach it, brains reset. Putting in the work for the most high. Valley of the bones coming back and we gon' ride. Showing you our past didn't start with that boat ride. We a nation made of kings, yeah, we chose right. Bringing our identity back. We the praise of the Lord, they pretend to be that. Shooting is something special, they can never be that. We raise the vengeance with the knowledge so our enemies crack. In fact, listen to the class and the topic. Bomb subject matter, breakdowns atomic. Gathering the people, the whole duty of prophets. Precepts start flowing, no telling. You listening to precept on precept. Captain Shim break it down to no meat left. Line upon line in the word make you respect. History collegiate when we teach it, brains reset. You listening to precept on precept. Captain Shim break it down to no meat left. Line upon line, the word make you respect. History collegiate when we teach it, brains reset. Putting in the work for the most high. Valley of the bones coming back and we gon' ride. Showing you our past didn't start with that boat ride. We a nation made of kings, yeah, we chose right. Bringing our identity back. We the praise of the Lord, they pretend to be that. Shooting is something special, they can never be that. We raise the vengeance with the knowledge so our enemies crack. In fact, listen to the class and the topic. Bomb subject matter, breakdowns atomic. Gathering the people, the whole duty of prophets.
Israel united in Christ. We are not a hate group. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Israel United in Christ is a non-violent, Bible-based movement. We do not advocate or condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender. We advise that if anyone hears or knows of any plots to cause harm to anyone or to break the laws of the land, you must contact the proper authorities to bring awareness to any possible threat as stated in Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1. Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High Christ bless. It's Officer Matthew in New Orleans. We have commandeered Fix Your Face yet again. All praise to the Most High. Look, I'm Officer Matthew to my left.
Officer Mikael.
To my far left.
Officer Iran.
Farther left.
Officer Akiem.
And we got a good show. We're going to continue on what we talked about last time we held it down, and that's the aesthetics of music, all right? We got to understand something first and foremost, that music is a way to educate people, for one. Because, I mean, when you learn the ABCs, you have a song to teach you. Mm-hmm. When you learn your numbers, you got a song to teach you. When we have, growing up in church, you want to learn the books of the Bible, there's a song to teach you. You know what I'm saying? So music is used as a wide variety of things. It's also used in a negative connotation as a form of hypnotism, brainwashing. That's what a lot of people don't really understand about the aesthetics of music, or how music makes you feel, or how it affects you emotionally. All right. So we're gonna do a little recap of how we did it last time, and we're gonna go right into the show. So look, read this right here. This is the Social History of Medicine article.
All right. Musical hypnosis. Sound and selfhood from mesmerism to brainwashing.
So, from mesmerism to brainwashing. You ever been listening to a song and you call yourself getting lost in it?
Yes.
Or you zoned out?
Yes.
Or you listen to a song and it's like, man, this song remind me. You start getting nostalgic and stuff like that. There's a reason for that. Read that.
Summary. Music has long been associated with trance states, but very little has been written about the modern Western discussion of music as a form of hypnosis or brainwashing. However, from Mesmer's use of the glass harmonica to the supposed dangers of subliminal messages in heavy metal, the idea that music can overwhelm listeners' self-control, has been a recurrent theme.
So, it said the idea that music can overwhelm listeners' self-control. Remember, they used to have people that used to listen to records backwards. Those of y'all who's above 30, y'all know what I'm talking about. They used to spin the records backwards and try to see if they can get a message in it. They used to listen to certain type of songs to get them in the mood. That's why we call it what? Baby making music. They got songs that you listen to when you sad. They got songs you listen to when you upset. They got songs to listen to when you happy. All of these different things, and they help to basically, I guess, amplify your mood. What you about to say?
People do that now still in this truth. They got songs they listen to get ready to go to camp.
Yeah.
You know what? It makes sense. Drill music. It's called drill because I guess, when you in that zone, they want to take action on somebody, cause harm to somebody. That's what they start playing to get them motivated to bring that home.
Yeah, we about to get into all that. We about to get into all that. Scroll up. All right. That right there.
Because of the direct physical character of hearing and the fact that one cannot close one's ears.
So, we used to say this all the time. One thing you can't do, one sense that you cannot stop is hearing, unless you're already deaf. That's one sense that you cannot stop. You can't not feel nothing. You can't not see nothing. Well, you can not feel something. You can just take your hand away. You could not see something. You can just close your eyes. You can not smell something. You can just close your nose. You cannot taste nothing. You could just not eat or drink. But you cannot stop hearing. There's one thing you can't stop. You can't stop hearing. And Esau knows that. Read on.
Music has long provoked anxieties about personal autonomy. The feeling of losing oneself that is central to music ecstasy.
So musical ecstasy, meaning that feeling that you get, it give you certain music it give you chills. Mm-hmm. When you hear certain things like, ooh, you really feel it. Why? Because that's how music affects you. Read on.
To stand outside oneself can be an exhilarating escape from the confines of the ego, but can also be very disturbing, raising complex questions about the porous boundaries of the self and the ability of others to manipulate it.
So it's basically saying, what can people make you do? How can people affect how you feel? Read.
Many physicians and psychologists and critics have wondered whether its effects can go beyond the powerful group dynamics and behavioral changes related to music in the context of religious rituals and warfare and actually hypnotize or brainwash an audience.
So physicians, meaning doctors, and psychologists have been studying how music can hypnotize or brainwash somebody. This is what they study. This is what they study. You want to make music, and if you make the right type of music, guess what? Esau will use you because they know that your type of music is going to do a detriment to your people. That's why you got all of these new rappers coming out. Ain't nobody ever heard of them before they came out. They ain't had no mixtapes. They didn't have no popularity in their city. None of that stuff. But now all of a sudden they're big.
Right.
They're a big artist. They're everywhere. Their name is all over the place. How? How did this happen with no actual work being done? Read on.
Although most observers now
No,
follow...
matter of fact, next paragraph. Go ahead. Nope. Next. Yes, right there.
As this article will show, this scientific debate about the power of music to overwhelm self-control and leave the listener open to the sinister designs of the hypnotizing musician has proved highly influential in culture.
You got to read that again. You got to read that sentence again. I think it kind of went over people's head.
Yeah, read that.
Read that again.
Slow.
This scientific debate about the power of music to overwhelm self-control and leave the listener open to the sinister designs of the hypnotizing musician.
So they're talking about, or they're debating, the power of music to overwhelm your self-control. To overwhelm your self-control and leave you open to the sinister designs of the musician. That's why they got twerk music, right? Damn. They got all of these sisters on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. They all dance the same. They all take pictures the same. They all do the same thing.
And to add on what you're saying, also, we would be at camp and let somebody come through playing the right song, and it's like the spirit just jump on them sisters. Like, they just start moving. And, like, same with, like, for example, dude just come through playing some rap music. Next thing you know, dude just walking down the street, and he just start, like, he just get, like, possessed by a spirit. Like, just start turning up. Like, bruh, like, all they got to do is hear a little bit of the song.
Yeah, that's it. Read on.
Is I'll go back to the and leave the listener open to the sinister designs of the hypnotized musician has proved highly influential in culture, literature, and politics in a number of very different contexts.
You remember in the mid to late 90s, 3-6 Mafia, tear the club up. Everybody in the club would start dancing in the circle, chanting, tear the club up, and it would literally happen.
Yeah.
Every club they would go to would get torn up when that song comes on. Same thing with the other little group. I forgot their name, but they had the song Knuck a Few Buck.
Yeah,
Crime Mob.
A fight would break out every time that song came on.
Yeah, that was the Tear Club of age. Remember Ludacris throw them bowls?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was making that kind of music. Why? That was the environment at that time. And whether you wanted to or not, you threw them bowls. You tore the club up. Yep. You had fights in the club. Yep. Just because that song was playing. But the trip part is, they'll do all of that stuff in the club, with turn the club up music, and then start slow dancing when Lovers and Friends come on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's how tossed to and fro we are. Go ahead.
The first section of this paper will examine the role of music in mesmerism and the experimental hypnotism of the 19th century, and the echoes in literature and much criticism.
Oh, music.
And music criticism. For many observers, the idea of musical hypnosis became the basis of a critique of music's dangers that had considerable resonance with wider concerns about the fragility of social and sexual discipline in a rapidly unbrandishing society. Urbanizing society. Thank you.
So it said music hypnosis became the basis of a critique of music's dangers that had considerable resonance with wider concerns about the fragility of social and sexual discipline in a rapidly urbanizing society, meaning everybody was starting to go along with the whole black thing. Black people's music started to resonate with more than just black people. White people started actually listening to it. Asians started actually listening to it. So they're like, man, black people's behavior is now starting to affect our people.
And that is why people were so upset with Elvis Presley. It wasn't because he was gyrating and there was sexual connotations in his songs. Elvis Presley stole every one of his songs, his dance moves and everything from black people. He was Eminem before Eminem. The cultural appropriation has been here a long time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The next section will consider 20th century debates on the concept of musical brainwashing, especially in the United States. This discourse drew on the Pavlovian theory of the conditioned reflexes to create a scientific and popular discourse about the supposed threat to political and sexual self-control in the Cold War atmosphere of the 1950s and 1960s.
So they was using music to do that. They was using music to accomplish all of their political gains, all of their cultural and societal gains. Now go to the next article. Yeah. Come on.
The power of music to affect the brain.
Read that again.
The power of music to affect the brain.
So this is talking about music's ability to affect you. We just read in one article that music has a ability to hypnotize and brainwash. Now we're going to see another article, because you got to go to, scholarly people. They're not just going to believe us.
Right.
Read that.
Science all but confirms that humans are hardwired to respond to music.
Why you think when you have a baby and you start playing music, the baby shut up and listen? You have a toddler. They running all over the place. You know that they used to have a saying, music soothes the savage beast.
Yes.
So when you look at it, our children respond, us ourselves respond to certain types of music.
Luther Vandross' Bad Boys to this day is one of my favorite songs because my parents used to play that for me all the time to shut me up when I was a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, so if I can I get a scripture real quick if y'all wasn't going to pull it already?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
1 Samuel 16:23. Because I'm reading this and I'm listening to it.
Exactly. The
And
Saul
it's-
effect.
The hypnosis is saying the memorizing, if I pronounce that right, mesmerizing. You got to think about it. They took our Bible and then they figure out how can we turn this against them. Look, read that real quick.
1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 23.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul,
So Saul had an evil spirit upon him. Go ahead.
that David took an harp and played with his hands.
So David started playing music. He said, you know what? Let me see if I can calm him down. I'm going to go ahead and play some music. Go ahead.
So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him.
So David played some music and the evil spirit left from him. Now Esau said, damn, so maybe if the evil spirit can depart from him, what if we play some music and make the evil spirit return to him? That's all they doing. They didn't saw this and they said, damn, right here, he was able to control the spirit with the music. Let's see what we can do if we reverse it in wickedness. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's
go to
what it is.
now. Go to Isaiah 29:16 and hold that, because we gonna touch that right after we read this. So go continue reading, Sakim.
Studies also suggest that someday music may even help patients heal from Parkinson's disease or stroke.
So they're gonna start listing good things that music can do to actually help people. Read.
In The Power of Music, Elena Menez explores how music affects different groups of people and how it could play a role in healthcare.
How it affects what kind of people?
Different groups of people.
So they know. Dave Chappelle did a skit. He did a skit on Chappelle's show. Can't remember if it was season 1 or season 2, but he went into an office building and he started playing, the guitar. And Esau was getting up and they was dancing and, stuff like that. And,
Yeah, I
and
remember
then,
that.
then he said, play the fight riff. And then Esau started tearing stuff up. It started jumping off tables. Chick ended up with her shirt off, all that stuff. He went to a barbershop. He started playing electric piano for Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom stopped doing hair and everything, started dancing, doing all kind of dance moves and stuff like that. Then he had Questlove in there. Questlove started playing drums. Black people start, getting up in there, dudes start freestyling, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He basically, he did it comedically, but he showed how music affects different people. Esau do the same thing. They watch how music affects people from both sides, the good and the bad. Yep. Read on.
Menez tracked the human relationship with music over the course of a lifespan. She tells NPR's Neil Conan that studies show that infants prefer consonant intervals, the smooth sounding ones that sound nice to our Western ears in a chord, as opposed to a jarring combination of notes.
That's why there are very like that twinkle, twinkle, little star. That's most of the time it's major chords, because major chords are cool chords, what they call it, cool chords, because they make you seem cool. Diminished chords, that's the ones that you hear in them horror movies. You know what I'm saying? That's the scary ones.
Yeah.
But there are certain chords for certain things. Babies will respond to, you know, cool chords, things that are nice flowing and stuff like that. Read on.
In fact, Manez says the cries of babies just a few weeks old were found to contain some of the basic intervals common to Western music.
Uh-huh.
She also says scientists have found that music stimulates more parts of the brain than any other human function.
You got to read that again.
She also says scientists have found that music stimulates more parts of the brain than any other human function.
Music stimulates more parts of the brain than any other human function. That's why when you listen to music, you start to think about a lot of different things that you didn't think about before that song started. Because your brain is being stimulated either by memories or by creativity. They got some people like, oh, I want to listen to jazz because, you know, that helps me be in a creative mood. I want to be, I like what they have, that lo-fi music. You know, they got the chill rap playlist from OR. That's on YouTube. They got the chill vibes.
Yeah, chill brew.
Chill brew. Why you got chill brew? Because it helps people study. Some people actually study better when listening to music. I can't listen to nothing when I study, but some people, they could study and listen to music. Why is that? Because it helps stimulate their brain. Read on.
That's why she sees so much potential in music's power to change the brain and affect the way it works.
Why do you think we went from fight the power to I'm on my thought-ish? Why do you think we went from Brenda's got a baby to can you pay my bills? Why do you think we go from one extreme in the beginning? Why is that? KRS-One to Welcome to Atlanta where the players play. Which is the same beat. It was just sampled, and the two messages are totally different. Why is that? Taught you some stuff that you probably didn't know about your history. Welcome to Atlanta was just a song to fornicate to and go to the club and get high, drunk.
Bring it out.
Read on.
Manez says music also has the potential to help people with neurological deficits. A stroke patient who has lost verbal function, those verbal functions may be stimulated by music, she says.
So they're using music as a way to see, okay, how does music affect this person in this way? How does music affect this person in that way? Go ahead.
Whoa. One technique known as melodic innotation therapy uses music to coax portions of the brain into taking over for those that are damaged.
Read it again, bro. You got to understand.
Oh, my God.
You got to understand the power of music. It's not just there just so you can listen, because they got a lot of people, oh, I hate that song, but I like the beat. You got to understand why music is doing what it's doing. Read that again.
One technique known as melodic intonation therapy. Intonation, thank you. Intonation therapy uses music to coax portions of the brain into taking over for those that are damaged.
So it's used to coax portions of the brain for taking over. Think about it. You got a stroke and your arm doesn't work properly. But they're saying that certain types of music can help stimulate another area of your brain to take over for that part that is no longer in use. Or you got Alzheimer's.
That's crazy.
You got Alzheimer's, so you can't really remember anything. But if we play this song, you can remember your childhood. If we play this song, you might remember your teenage years. We play this song, you might remember when your daughter was first born. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that they're actually doing. Now, read Isaiah 29:16.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
So they turn things upside down. We just went through the right side up of music. That's why I got to show them that.
Yeah.
The right side up of music, because we make music to push the truth, to teach the people, to keep their brain stimulated on the Most High's work, to keep their brain stimulated on the scriptures at hand. That's why most of the time, sisters, if they really rolling in the spirit, y'all don't ever take your hair wraps off, because you never know. Your husband may be talking about scriptures. The brothers or sisters around you may be talking about scriptures. You listening to OR music, they talking about scriptures. You never not hear scriptures. But let's show the opposite side. Go to the YouTube video. Start at like 55 seconds. No. The one that says recap. It's the very last link.
It should be the very last link in the group.
There you go. There you go. Start at 55 seconds on that one. 55 seconds on that one. Yeah, right there's good. Right there's good. Now, we talked about this last show. I want you to hear it from somebody else. Play on.
You see the same stereotypes of black and brown people depicted in hip-hop music? What if I told you that some of the biggest music companies are in cahoots with private prison owners? And that the rap music we listen to is not only meant to entertain, but to verbally and visually support criminal behaviors that funnel disenfranchised people into these private prisons.
Stop.
Lastly,
so he said, isn't it strange that the stereotypes are consistent in the black community? The music that we listen to is used as a way to keep those things going. Think about it. We just went through articles that showed music can help Alzheimer's patients. Music can help people that had strokes. Music can brainwash you. Music can hypnotize you. You can get lost in music. Music can affect your brain to where you don't have self-control. We just read all of those things.
Yeah.
We just read it. Now watch this. Start it over again. Start at like 53 seconds or something. Yeah. There you go. That's good. Now watch this. Make sure the people can hear.
Name.
Go ahead.
But I don't see anything anywhere. But we're going to talk about what he said, like Oga said.
ever wonder why you see the same stereotypes of black and brown people depicted in hip-hop music? What if I told you that some of the biggest music companies are in cahoots with private prison owners? And that the rap music we listen to is not only meant to entertain, but to verbally and visually support criminal behaviors that funnel disenfranchised people into these private prisons. Lastly, what if I told you I have proof? In 2012, Core Civic, formerly known as Corrections Corporation of America, the biggest name in the private prison industry, contacted 48 states offering to buy their prisons. One requirement of eligibility for the deal was particularly strange: an assurance by the agency partner that the agency has sufficient inmate population to maintain a minimum 90% occupancy rate over the term of the contract.
Stop.
Wait.
So, remember, 2 states are outside of this landmass.
Right.
So it said that Vanguard went to 48 states. Wait a minute. 2 states, Alaska and Hawaii, are the only ones that's not really inside of here. So they went to every state in the country and made a deal with all of their prisons to buy out all of their prisons. And then said, okay, as a part of the contract, you have to maintain a 90% occupancy.
How do they guarantee that?
How do you guarantee that 90% of your prisons will be filled? Play on.
Right? What? What kind of legal and ethical measures could be taken to ensure the maintenance of a 90% prison occupancy rate? Now let's work together to connect these things. I'm sure you're a smart person. It won't be long. Let's do the work. In 2012, a mere 232 media executives were responsible for the intake of 277 million Americans, controlling all avenues necessary to manufacture any celebrity and spark any trend.
Stop.
Time Warner.
So we went over this last time. 232 music executives, not 232 companies, 232 music executives controlled what 277 million people intook in their brain in the media. That means whatever artists that they wanted to make popular, they made them popular. Because the people that own the private prison industry is the people that own the record label companies. The people that own the record label companies is the people that own the film companies and the TV companies. Why do you think artists that come out as rappers, they're on reality TV shows? Then they go from reality TV to actual movies. Then they go from movies to commercials. And they're always seen in the media. Yeah, they on Jimmy Fallon. They on all of these big time
Saturday
Night Live. They on Jay Leno. They on all these different people. Why is that? They have no acting experience, but yet they're in every movie.
Damn.
They have no real artist ability, but yet you can see them everywhere. They're doing everything. And they can make any trend popular. Wiz Khalifa put a little dab of blonde right here on the tip of his hair. That trend went viral. Nicki Minaj went and got butt implants. That went viral. The whole thought thing, the WAP thing,
Yep.
the Megan Thee Stallion thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can be made. Talent is no longer necessary. As long as they can hypnotize you and mesmerize you, guess what? They can keep the ball rolling.
I think the officer said it earlier, but that's why every rap song has that melodic melody nowadays. It is used to control you.
Yeah. Why do you think everybody sound the same? Give me Proverbs 12:26. Why do you think everybody sound the same? Everybody sound the exact same. They use the same auto-tune. They use the same rhyme scheme. They use the same flow. Yeah. They use the same stuff over and over, over and over, over and over. And we all get upset like, damn, bro, why everybody sound the same? It's by design.
Yep.
Before, you was laughed out the park if you sound like the next man. If he come out with music and I sound like him, you get laughed out the park. Uniqueness was a way of showing how good of an artist you were. But now, if you don't sound like how everybody else sound, you won't get recognition. Because people are brainwashed to want to hear just that sound. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
The way of the wicked will seduce you. How? What is one form of the seduction? Music.
Awesome. If we can, I just posted a video. We gotta play it. He said the exact same thing that we saying right now. He gonna say it in his little video. You ever heard of Hopspin?
Yeah, Hobson, yeah.
Check this out.
Listen to it. Wait, hold up.
Okay.
Hold up, we're gonna go to that one. Let's finish out this one. Because the brother, this brother
This
was
heavy
saying
right here.
he was saying everything that we said last show. Play on.
As the owner of Warner Brothers Records can not only sign an artist, but since they're also owners of Entertainment Weekly, they can also put an artist on the cover by next week. You think you choose what you listen to, but do you? Both BET and MTV belong to Viacom. Okay, now I know that's not news to some, but when the use of these media conglomerates is cross-checked with ownership of the biggest names in prison privatization, it's starting to get a little fishy. The largest holder in Core Civic, formerly Corrections Corp of America, is Vanguard Group Incorporated. Vanguard is the #1 largest holder in both Viacom and Time Warner. Vanguard is also...
Vanguard. That's a company that people don't know about.
Right.
They own Time Warner. You know what I'm saying? And what else company he said?
Viacom.
Viacom and Time Warner. Viacom and Time Warner is owned by Vanguard.
So you need to ask yourself, who is Vanguard? And then you need to find out who owns Vanguard.
Now watch this. Watch what else he says.
the largest holder in the GEO group. the second largest owner of private prisons in the U.S.
Stop.
The overlap in
The GEO Group is the second biggest owner of private prisons in the U.S., and Viacom owns them. Not Viacom. Vanguard. Vanguard owns them. So, like we said before, the people that own the private prisons are the people that own the television companies, are the people that own the film industry, and are the people that own the record labels. Those are the people that own the A&Rs to go look for the talent. So when you going at all of these different artists and you're looking at what's popular and what's coming out, and because everybody owns everybody. They're all in cahoots with one another. Play on.
private prison / mass media ownership is disturbing. Let's make this clear. The people who own the media are the same people who own private prisons. The exact same people. They make money from getting so-and-so from the hood to glorify the life they live. And they don't care about the impact it has on others because money is the motive. Then when the music influences others in criminal behavior, they make money from all the impressionable low-income people of color that are expected to go inside their private prisons. You can research these companies yourself, by the way, it's not hidden. Now, if you want to take action and stop motivated racist schemes like this from happening, we need to create a platform where the real culture...
So we already got the platform. It's called Original Royalty Recordings.
That's right.
But anyway, so the same people that own the media are the same people that own the prisons. So when you have people like NBA YoungBoy, you have what's some other violent rappers?
Take
When you
K,
got
Chief Keef,
Lil Durk,
Lil
what?
You got
YNW.
You got G
That's too much
Herbo.
to say.
you
Bobby
got
Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda. You got all of these different people, Young Thug and all of that. You got all of these different people, and they are promoting violence, killing, fornication. Why do you think half of these little dudes, when you go outside, they look like the rappers that's on TV?
Right.
It's not nothing new, because we look like the rappers on TV in the 90s.
Yep.
We wore the oversized clothes. We wore the jerseys all the time. We wore the fitted hats, cocked to the back or cocked to the side. We wore all of that stuff. I know plenty of dudes that try to be the next Joel Santana with the bandana.
Before Lil Wayne, I ain't seen nobody with dreads like that. When Wayne was popping, everybody had dreads.
Everybody was getting
Everybody.
dreads. And everybody was acting like him. Everybody was dressing like him. Everybody was looking like him.
what?
He said it in the interview. It was like, what about your impact on the music industry? He's like, my impact? Look around you. Everybody looks like me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they're mesmerized by it first. They're like, oh my God, it's Lil Wayne. Oh, it's Lil Durk. Oh, these dudes, they come from the hood I come from. But they moved. They're not there no more.
Right.
They're not going through what you go through no more. They made it rich. They made it big. They not even living in the same hood no more. But they rapping about it, though. They rapping about it, though. Go ahead with that video you was talking about.
Yeah, go ahead to that video. And to touch on also Matthew's point, I have family members in the industry. And they'll tell you straight, man, I'm just doing this because I'm trying to get a bag and get to where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? I just play it because y'all listen to it. But watch this. Watch what he said. Blow that up real quick. Look at the views real quick. It got 22 million views. Play it.
Rap today fucking sucks bad. I don't give a fuck with anybody.
Excuse the language.
Stop. So, if your kids got virgin ears, please remove them out the door.
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah.
We're just asking. We know that, the children have never heard words like this, but, it's going to happen. All right? Now, this is coming from an artist. A lot of y'all who follow, like, underground rap and have been following the rap scene for a while, y'all know about Hobson. Hobson was, very lyrical dude. He used to be weird as hell with the glow-in-the-dark contacts and all of that stuff. Yeah. All right. So this is who this is. Rewind it, play it
Ain't
again.
spitting.
Listen to what he said.
Man, rap today fucking sucks bad. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. These fools ain't spitting no type of dope shit. But that's not even the bad part. They're not even saying words anymore. They just got a hard-ass fucking beat to trick dumbasses like you to make you think you like the shit. Play that fucking beat. We got some real fucking mentally retarded rappers in the game. I know for a fact nobody know what the fuck these dudes be saying.
So stop it.
Reverb him out.
Stop. You go close that out.
So hold on, he about to just skip a little bit, cause he just listen to how he rap, but he basically say they same thing that the other dude say. They pick somebody with a hard beat and they get y'all to listen to it. When they play this song, he's not rapping about nothing. He's saying blah, 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 blah. That's it. And then you look at the video, it got 22 million views. Like also Matthew said, you ain't gotta play it no more. It got 22 million views. And because people was actually going back and listening to this song. But that's what they doing today. They just selecting the artist, turn them up, and that's it. Put money behind them and back them.
Yeah, because if you watch, close it out. If you watch on Netflix, they got the thing on pop.
The evolution of pop.
The evolution of pop, right? Now, specifically the T-Pain episode, he was saying that after auto-tune, well, not him, but one of the record executives and producers, they was like, since the popularity of auto-tune, they don't have to go and look for a singer no more. Now they just have to look for somebody that looks good. So it's no longer about a talent. It's about, can we market you for the people? Like, I know y'all see a lot of females that rap. They be online, they be on TikTok. People be sending me these TikTok videos. Oh man, this dude, this female spitting. Or this dude is spitting. And I'll text back, yeah, they spitting, but they'll never get a deal. They spitting, but they'll never get acknowledged. Why? One person, I think my wife asked me, well, why you think she ain't gonna get noticed? I said, because she's not half naked. And she's actually rapping about something. Sister was rapping about getting back on our history and coming back to our roots and, you know what I'm saying? Like leaving the club alone. I said, oh, she definitely ain't going nowhere. I like the message, but she ain't going nowhere. Not in this world. So those of y'all in Israel, y'all want to try to make it big, we ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
You're going to be right there on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, and all of that through OR. SoundCloud and all of that through OR. That's it. You're going to make music for the people that are in this truth that love music.
Right.
Anything that's bigger than that, you ain't going nowhere, not with them running everything.
to the point we've been talking about, brother just sent me a message. Biggie did a song called Hypnotized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. Guess that's why they broke and you so paid.
And they always talk about how many times that song was played in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you look at these things, the private prison industry, matter of fact, let's look up Vanguard. Let's look up Vanguard. Because you looked that up last time.
Yeah.
Let's look up Vanguard. Let's see. Let's see if what he said is absolutely
go to
the
the Vanguard group, Wikipedia.
There you go. The Vanguard Group. I'll start at the bottom. The Vanguard Group Incorporated is an American registered investment advisor based in Malvern, Pennsylvania, with about $7 trillion in global assets under management as of January 13, 2021. It is the largest provider of mutual funds and the second largest provider of exchange-traded funds in the world after BlackRock's iShares.
Go ahead. Scroll down. Wait. Scroll down. Go to formation, Wellington Group. Go. Growth of company. Scroll.
What part you looking for?
The part where it said what they own.
Go back up. Hold on. Go back down a little bit. It says Vanguard is on.
Stop. Go up.
Go up.
Right there.
Is that what you're looking for?
Nah. We want to Vanguard and their shareholders, like, they got stock in Viacom and Time Warner. Go back out of that, hit Vanguard, go to Vanguard, Time Warner.
Click that right there, the first one. Vanguard. Well, you, go back out. Vanguard owns Time Warner.
There you go.
It says Vanguard and Black Rock. We just read about Black Rock in the other article about Vanguard.
Vanguard and BlackRock are the top two owners of Time Warner, Comcast, Disney, and News Corp.
So they own Time Warner, Comcast, Disney, and the news corporations. Read on.
4 of the 6 media companies that control more than 90% of the U.S. media landscape.
Scroll down. So they own over 90% of the media that comes down. Click that.
Because it does say it in that article. Who owns the private prison corporations?
Who owns the private prison corporations? Scroll. Stop.
You got to scroll slow because we're doing this on the fly, bro.
Scroll down. Right there. According to public analysis from Bloomberg.
According to public analysis from Bloomberg, the largest holder in Corrections Corporation of America is Vanguard Group Incorporated.
So we just said that. We just read that. They own the media and they own the private prisons. Do you think that they're not going to, how do you think that they can guarantee 90% occupancy in each prison in all over the country? They own 90% of the media that comes out.
Hey, it goes even deeper than that. Y'all ever heard of the school to prison pipeline? How do y'all think they made this pipeline? They defund all the schools, they take away all the after school activities, and then they give you this wicked behind music to listen to that's gonna cause you to go straight to prison because you're low educated and you feel like you ain't got no other way out.
Yep.
Officer, if I may say one thing. Remember when we was doing the School to Prison Pipeline show and y'all brought out the companies that own those private prisons, those are the ones who are making the laws. Those are the ones who are coming up with the laws that's being put out. Not these politicians, not the people in the seats. It's those companies that own the private prisons, that owns the stocks.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So they own the prison industry. Now keep on reading. Interestingly enough.
Hey, matter of fact, you can skip that. Go to You May Be Thinking and read that.
You may be thinking, well, Vanguard is only the 3rd largest holder in those media conglomerates. Which
Wait. The 3rd largest holder in media conglomerates and the 2nd largest holder in the private prisons.
Yep.
You can go back and read the other part that y'all wanted to read. I just saw that and it jumped out to me.
Go ahead. Go up to
I see it.
right there.
Interestingly enough, Vanguard also holds considerable stake in the media giants determining this country's culture.
This country's what?
This country's culture.
Let's talk about fashion, the way you talk, the trends that come out. Remember they was talking about Fleek?
Yep.
They put that out there. The tight pants, they put that out there.
No cap.
The no cap, they put that out there. The blonde hair that our sisters like to wear, they put that out there. Because prior to 1990, y'all wasn't doing that. They put Mary J. Blige on the front cover with that. They put that black woman up there with that blonde hair in her head. And slowly but surely it started to catch until everybody that they seen that was black on TV was putting blonde in their hair. That's when it really caught fire. And now all of these sisters, they doing it, oh, because I like it. Well, why you pick this color? Why you pick yellow? Why you pick blonde? All the colors to pick, you pick this one. And if it ain't blonde, it's red. Why? Because y'all looking at what the TV tell y'all to look at. Mm-hmm. Bishop Yabasab say it all the time. Yo, black people's opinion is television.
Right.
Whatever they say, that's what you do. Because if they was to stop all of it right now, you wouldn't know what to do. You wouldn't know what to say. If they shut down TikTok and they shut down Instagram, y'all be lost.
That's right.
Wouldn't know what to wear, what to say, what to do.
Yeah. Now, everybody's a prostitute now. Everybody's selling their body online. Why? Because it's trending.
And also, I'm meditating on what you're saying. We bringing back to this Lil Nas X dude. They putting him out there, and I can just only imagine the effect that it's about to have on our community. Because now the kids looking up to this dude. They singing his songs.
Bro, when the dudes, the last thing that he put out, when they had the little dudes in jail twerking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All these little dudes that's about to go to jail, they just gonna perpetrate the sodomite agenda. They gonna go to jail to get a boyfriend.
Yep.
They going to jail to get a boyfriend. They're not going to be rehabilitated. Jail is no longer for rehabilitation. I know people that go to jail and come out better criminals. They come out worse than what they went in.
This dude, when he first came out with his first hit, that Old Town Road, Esau, which is the so-called white man, hated this little dude. Then he came out and said he was a sodomite, which is biblical for homosexual, for those that don't know. And he just recently said, once this homosexual thing is done, I'm going back to my cowboy hat.
Yeah, it's a trend. They're doing this for a reason. I'll give you another example. Those of y'all who, I believe it was 2011, 2012, somewhere around there, when Frank Ocean had came out.
Oh, man.
He didn't say he was gay. He said, I was in love with a man once. He went, I believe it was Diamond, his album. If it didn't go Diamond, it went like 3-4 times platinum.
No, he's a diamond artist.
He went, he sold so many records. Did Frank Ocean come out with another album?
No.
No. He used it as a marketing scheme to get everybody money and then pieced out. Come on, man. This stuff is a game. But the only difference is our people are the ones that's actually listening to it. Our people are the ones that go full force with this sodomite agenda. When they hear the songs and the artist that they like is now all on top of it, they on top of it. They got females now talking about they like girls. They got females now that I went to school with that couldn't barely even pass 9th grade. And they all on Instagram, IG modeled up and looking like everybody else. And they wonder why we going ham on people like that. Y'all doing nothing but playing into the same thing. Why? Because y'all brainwashed.
Right.
Our people are brainwashed.
That's right.
That's like when a lot of us in New Orleans, when we listen to Soulja Slim, you be on some BS. When you listen to BG, you be on some nonsense. Certain artists you listen to in New Orleans, you pass down the street, you hear somebody bumping their music, oh, these dudes, they own one.
Right.
Yeah. You know right off the bat from what they listening to, oh, these dudes, they own one. Now, go to the T.I. and Fabulous one. Oh, yeah, I know the same thing go for Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom, don't think it y'all out the way. Y'all sound just like Judah right now, except in Spanish. Y'all trap rapping in Spanish. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Judah, y'all Negroes too. Nah, start from the beginning on this one. Now, watch this. Now, watch this. Now, I want y'all to see this. I don't know what this is. I think that's a woman. I don't know. But when it come down to it, T.I. and Fabulous, a couple years ago, they had an interview, and they let some stuff fly, right? Now, we was talking about how Esau will push all of these images. They push the single-parent thing. They pushed the baby mama, baby daddy thing. They pushed the thought thing. They pushed the sagging tight pants. They push all of that stuff. Our people fall for it. So the blame ain't on them. They just made one person do it in the limelight. You thought it was cool, so you went and did it too. Now watch this. Play on.
Veteran rappers T.I. and Fabulous, who are known for being family men in hip-hop, recently dished on the old industry standard of how artists are marketed as single men to appeal to the opposite sex. What's going on, guys? I'm Debbie Lobo, and this is the Jasmine Brand. T.I. and his wife, singer Tiny, first started dating in early 2001, while Fabulous and Emily met in 2005 and have since made headlines for their very public domestic violence case. However, they have reportedly patched up their relationship and they're expecting a new baby girl, and the rappers are ready to talk about the former unofficial rules on relationships. Fabulous says, when I first came in, and same time when you first came in, family life wasn't at the forefront of your career or who you were as an artist. He added, you were supposed to be projected as a single man for the public. T.I. agreed, saying, I remember when Atlantic Records didn't really want people to know that I have like a girl. They were trying to keep me from sharing. Fabulous then re-agreed with T.I., saying, I didn't even know DMX was married or Ja Rule was married. You never knew that until this era. These men were married for 10 years or had a girl from their high school. That wasn't the thing then, but I also feel that was wrong. Those key figures, if we would have seen them having families, we would have known that was cool.
Stop.
T.I. then reminded...
Stop. Rewind that again. Rewind that again. Rewind that again. Right there. Right there. Right there. Now you gotta understand something, bro. You gotta understand something. They know how strong the image is for black people.
Right.
If we put out images of black families, black togetherness, black unity, and we put that in music and it's all over the world, the younger generation is going to be like, oh, it's cool for me to get married. Oh, it's cool for me to have a wife. Like T-Pain. T-Pain been with the same girl since he was in high school.
Sidebar, that's why they destroyed Bill Cosby, because that's what he was going to do with the television network he was trying to buy.
Telling you, this stuff is an agenda. Now, we're going to hear it again.
them having families, we would have known that was cool.
Rewind it more. Rewind some more. You didn't rewind it enough. Right there. Yep.
Thing then, but I also feel that was wrong. Those key figures, if we would have seen them having families, we would have known that was cool.
Stop. He called them key figures. Mm-hmm. Key figures. DMX, in his career, at one point in time, was a key figure in the black community. So was Ja Rule. He was a key figure in the black community. 50 Cent was a key figure in the black community. All of our Chuck D and all of them, they were key figures in the black community. And yet, if we would have saw these people who we looked up to with wives and knew that they was married, we wouldn't have looked at other women just to go smash them. We did that because it's like, well, T.I. got bras. I'm trying to get some bras too.
Right.
Yeah, LL. You got to say that on the mic, bro. You on the stage for a reason.
LL Cool J, he always have been married for like maybe 30 years or so. And whenever he didn't travel with entourages and all of that, he always hung out with his wife. But he was known as the ladies' man. He appealed to the women, and so they used him as a sex symbol and never shed light on him being a family man.
Hey, you want to know why they do that? Because women, they love LL. So the men that they mess with, who they gonna resemble? LL. That's why they say, oh, light skin ain't in no more. Or dark skin ain't in no more. That's why there's this dark skin versus light skin thing. All it's doing is making you chase after an image of a person that you like in TV, and then now you like people like that in real life. When Nelly came out, every girl wanted a dude to look like Nelly. You know what I'm saying? When when Tyrese came out, everybody wanted a man to look like Tyrese. Every man in movies looked like Tyrese.
To that point, every Every man started putting Band-Aids under their eye and shaving their head bald.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Dudes was doing that.
Yeah.
Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all was putting Band-Aids under your eye.
Come on now.
Y'all was putting Band-Aids
Hey.
under your
And
eye.
wearing sweatbands on your head.
Y'all was doing it. Y'all was dressing up like baseball players. Ain't swung a bat yet. Play on.
The hell is this?
I then reminded us that we, however, did get a chance to see Rev Run and Ice-T both have significant others in their lives. It was then that Fabulous came back with not that Rev Run wasn't cool, but they weren't the guys you look up to, showing you that family and love is important. They were told to hide it as well. T.I. says that back in the day, people used to look at him like he had 3 heads when he would show up everywhere with Tiny, saying, I remember people looking at me like I had 3 heads when I used to show up everywhere with my old lady. Like back in 2003, 2004, people like, man, why you got your girl here? And I'm like, why you ain't got yours?
So
We also
stop.
know what you-
Stop. You gotta see what the agenda is. Like, look at Toby Wigway. This dude don't go nowhere without his family. And
His
T.I. showing up with his girl. They're like, man, what your girl here for? Like, why your girl not?
Exactly.
Because they want to put on that persona of them being single so much
Right.
that's why they got baby mama, baby daddy drama all in the media. Oh, this rapper got this many baby mamas. This rapper got that many baby mamas. And guess what? Our brothers, they follow right along beside that. How many girls NBA YoungBoy got pregnant?
I don't
got
know,
children
but
with, like,
he
7?
got 7+ children.
So he got 7+ children.
And I think he just made 21.
And they got a lot of dudes that's doing the same thing right now.
Come on now, dog.
4, 5, 6, 7 baby mamas. And guess what? Not doing nothing. They're like, well, look at Nick Cannon. All them doggone kids. And you know what they say? You know what they say for the rich man? Well, at least he got the money to take care of them, but they still growing up in a broken home.
Yep.
Each child is getting just a piece of him. He's not going home to just one child all the time, or all 7 all the time, or all 5 all the time, however many he got. He's not going home to them all the time. All of them live with their mama. They're getting a piece of him every so often. That's a broken child. A father needs to be there all the time, not just a little bit at a time. And so what if he got money? He's still making broken homes. Still. So don't, people, they always talk that nonsense. Well, at least he take care of them. They got other black men that might be taking care of their kids too. But y'all don't give them that same respect. Why? Because they not the ones in the media.
Ain't the only way to take care of your kids.
No. It's a part of it. But guess what?
And yet he still doesn't speak on the mic.
Yeah. So.
And we had that other video to follow right behind us with Lil Baby about the tattoos. and all that stuff.
Yes. Go to the Lil Baby. Lil Baby. Why would a grown man call himself Baby? Lil Baby.
Because I guess Big Baby was already taken.
Baby was already taken. But they got Da Baby.
They got Da Baby, they got Baby, they got Lil Baby.
What's next?
Stop.
Kid Baby?
Baby Kid.
Yeah, Kid Baby. Like Kid
Go
Boo.
to 230, I believe.
Baby Kid.
But you
That's
know,
probably somebody's name for real, like Lil Waterbed.
They got Baby King. So Baby Kid is not far-fetched.
So King is a baby too?
Baby King. They probably got Baby King coming too.
Oh.
You never know.
but at the end of the day, the name don't matter. They just say, "One care about your name. We about to put you on the front cover. You're gonna be the next big thing." Go ahead, play that.
A photo of the Top Boy scripts. Also, let's talk about Little Baby. He has a new album out today. I know y'all love Little Baby, right?
Yep.
And he also explained in an interview that he did recently about why he doesn't have any tattoos. He said he never foresaw himself as a rapper. He said a big dog dope boy. That's it. Not even just a dope boy. That's why I ain't got no tattoos, because I always knew I was going to run my money up and I was going to have to go sit in front of some people to do something with my money. And I didn't want them to look at me like a dope boy. And he also says that he is trying to rap less about drugs.
Stop.
Damn. Rewind that. Dude say he ain't got no tattoos because he knew eventually he was going to have to sit in front of somebody and he didn't want to be looked at as a dope boy. So he knows that his image is important.
Right.
His image is important. Why do you think they make what they make so popular? To destroy the black image. That's why all of our sisters, whoever want to twerk, they putting y'all out there. Y'all having 300,000-400,000 followers, 1 million followers off of twerking in front of a camera. And yet, where's all of the other stuff? Where's the families at? Why they don't make wives go viral? Only wives that go viral is the ones that's on Love and Hip Hop. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Play that again.
Album out today. I know y'all love Little Baby, right?
Yep.
And he also explained in an interview that he did recently about why he doesn't have any tattoos. He said he never foresaw himself as a rapper. He said a big dog dope boy. That's it. Not even just a dope boy. That's why I ain't got no tattoos, because I always knew I was going to run my money up and I was going to have to go sit in front of some people to do something with my money. And I didn't want them to look at me like a dope boy. And he also says that he is trying to rap less about drugs. He said, because I done rapped about drugs that I don't even take. People think I take them, and then people take them thinking I take them, like popping perks. I don't pop perks, period. Every now and then I used to take a half of one, but I say it in my raps because I might pop one, and that's what's going on.
Stop.
Can I get a 1 Corinthians 15:33?
Yeah. This dude said, I want to start rapping about drugs less because I don't even do drugs like that. I rap about drugs that I don't even do. And I watch other people take the drugs because of what I'm rapping about.
That's the same thing with 2 Chainz and what's the other one? Future.
Molly Percocet.
So with that being said, like, look at that influence. Like he said, for one, I'm not about to get a whole bunch of tattoos because people ain't gonna take me serious. Then he said, like Blueface. Blueface is another industry plant. Dude can't rap at all, but he got a whole bunch of money and jewelry and tattoos all the place. But then the baby said, I'm gonna stop rapping about pills because I don't even take them. But why is he rapping about pills? Why is he rapping about tattoos and weed and all that? Because it's what y'all want to hear. He don't do all that stuff, but he said, you know what? I got to do it because if not, my career, it ain't going to go nowhere. Read that real quick.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33.
Uh-huh.
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
So he said, I got to stop rapping about pills because now my people taking them. You know what I'm saying? And once again, evil communications gonna corrupt them good manners that you have. Damn, the baby do it. I mean, wait, little baby, I be getting confused. But he said
it's all the same.
It's all the same. So he said, damn, little baby do it. Let me go pop a pill. But nah, little baby ain't popping no pills, bro. You been bamboozled. They only do that because that's what y'all want to hear.
See, the thing is, they're making things look cool that ain't supposed to look cool. Go to that article I just posted. And DJ Envy makes me upset sometimes. That was a sidebar. He makes me upset sometimes. Read that.
It's a war zone. Why is a generation of rappers dying young?
The whole generation of rappers is dying young. Read.
Overdoses or violent crime have claimed Mac Miller, Juice WRLD, and Nipsey Hussle. It's not a fairy tale lifestyle, admits an insider, but should the business do more to protect its stars?
No, you want to know why? Because when we were growing up, it was always said, don't rap about what you don't do. Don't rap about a life that you haven't lived. So with all of this, keep it real, keep it real, keep it real stuff, guess what? A lot of these dudes getting knocked off in the public seeing it. That's not cool. That ain't no thing to glorify. You got AKs in your video, you got 9 mils and all of these guns and weapons and stuff like that, and you glorifying pulling a gun on somebody that look just like you for a color or something that they wearing. Sidebar, not actually even a sidebar. Brainwashing. What's the colors of the Democrats and the Republicans?
Red and blue.
What's the colors of the Crips and Bloods?
Red and blue.
Who's opposed to the other?
Each other.
Democrats versus Republicans. Bloods versus Crips. Y'all done adopted two colors of two political parties, and y'all arguing over a block inside of a country that ain't even yours no more.
Hey, here's the real trick bag. Them Democrats and Republicans, they all believe the same thing.
But not us. Not us. You can't even go. Why? Because now they got, what you called it? Drill music?
Yeah, drill music.
Now they got drill music and all of this gang-related music that's pushing the same agenda to the same people. And they know when we get a hold of something, we going 110% with it. Like Fabulous and T.I. said, had we known that it was cool to have families, they would have had families. It would have been rappers and babies everywhere. Families, married.
Hey, what year did NWA become popular? Like 1987, 88, right? It was the first time they started making it big.
Yeah.
And what were they rapping about? Killing the police, doing drugs, gangs. When did the war on drugs start? 1987, 88. It's right in front of y'all. Like it's an agenda. They put these people in certain positions because O'Shea Jackson never lived the life he rapped about.
And the trip part is, while they were doing that and they were making legislation to combat that, our neighborhoods were steadily declining.
Yep.
So what they were trying to do was trying to shed light on the police brutality and how we get harassed in the hood and all of that stuff. But that's not how black people take it. Black people don't take it as he's telling our story. Black people like, yeah, he know what I'm going through. Now I'm about to go harder.
That's the same thing today. A lot of the rappers are actually going to jail because of the guns in their video. They trying to really live this life, and they going to jail. And instead of the people and the youth seeing that they going to jail, they say, I'm about to do that too.
Yeah. But you want to know why? Because just like a Lil Nas X video, if I go to jail, I just get a boyfriend.
Damn.
The hell is this?
That's what them dudes do. I'm telling you. They're going to make it okay to be gay in jail.
Damn, I wonder, like, if they put, like, damn, let's set this industry up right here with the drill music, and then when they go to, because we about to send them to jail anyway, but now let's turn it up a notch. Let's put Lil Nas X over here, so now when they go to jail, now they get them boyfriends, and it's like a double whammy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
that's
be
all it
surprised.
is.
That's exactly what they're doing.
If they can't kill us, they're going to force sterilize us. Or they're going to make us sodomites, and we can't reproduce anyway. And find out if y'all sisters could reproduce by y'allself.
If everybody was a sodomite in 100 years, y'all would be dead.
Now, let's play this.
It might sound callous, but Jacob Thurston's parents, Eric and Judy, were not too worried when they heard about his latest overdose. It had happened a couple of times already, and the 18-year-old rapper had always made it out of the hospital in one piece. Thurston, who performed under the name Hella Sketchy, was among the wave of emo-influenced trap rappers who came up using the music platform SoundCloud. He had recently relocated from the family home in Texas to Los Angeles after being signed to Atlantic Records.
So
hold on.
He left a quaint, quiet home in Texas to go to L.A. to overdose on drugs and make trap music. His name was Hella Sketchy.
Hella Sketchy, and he's an emo-influenced trap rapper.
That
This don't even go together. This is how you know that they just throwing stuff together and creating people and putting them out there and see what works.
Emo trap.
That's that rap about the streets and drugs, but make it sound dark and be really high while you rapping it.
Rapping about the streets and drugs, and I'm depressed and I hate myself.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's
That's why
what
the
they do.
suicide rate going up so much. Go to There Would Be No Further Plan. What you about to say, Officer?
Y'all heard that new Hella Sketchy album? Y'all listen to
It
Hella
was hella
Sketchy?
sketchy, huh?
It was hella
Man,
sketchy.
hella
It's hella
sketchy.
sketchy. Go ahead.
There would be no further plan of action. Shortly after Eric left for work, Judy received another phone call. Things were very bad, and they should come to the hospital now. 14 days later, on the 27th of June in 2019, Thurston died.
Read.
Many young rappers have died in the past few years. Mac Miller died in 2018, aged 26, after consuming cocaine and counterfeit oxycodone.
So wait a minute. Cocaine and counterfeit codeine. I'm gonna let y'all know something. There was a trend going on in New Orleans for a little while. They couldn't get heroin no more. So what they used to do is they used to take this pack of pills. It's like 7 or 8 pills. They used to take it, and it'd give you the same effect as heroin. My uncle took that, and he died in the passenger seat of his homeboy car. You know what his homeboy did? Stopped the car, pushed him out, kept on going. He died right there in the passenger seat, taking all of them pills. I don't know what they look like. But he did that. That was his cause of death. This happened to family members that I know. And yet you see all of this stuff going on in the world. You want to know why? Because that's what's being pushed. Be high all the time. For what? A lot of these dudes come from 2-parent homes and houses. They'll come from low-income neighborhoods. And the ones that do, it's your decision to make your life change. If music made your life change, then it's your job to use the money that you made from doing music to make a positive impact. But they're not going to do that because then they wouldn't get the fame that they got. Why? Because they're already brainwashed to do so. That's why music on one hand can affect you very positively. But on the other hand, it can be used as a weapon to make sure that our people stay in the lowest state that we in the conditions that we in. And this is just one aspect, music, but it's something very important. It's very important. That's why when you read 1 Corinthians 15 again.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
So evil communications corrupt good manners. That just showed right there. Dude was 19 or 18. He was 18 years old, come from a family home in Texas with 2 parents. And he going to get high and trap rap. Why? Why? Why are you going to trap rap? Because dudes in the trap, y'all be on some sodomite stuff. I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. You spend all your time in one house with a bunch of men, and y'all selling drugs, and y'all don't leave that house until all y'all drugs is sold. And then you beat up the weakest one of y'all clique, and then you take advantage of him because you know he ain't going to say nothing. And y'all ain't going to say nothing either. So y'all keep it as a secret between all y'all. Y'all dudes that be in the trap, y'all be on that funny stuff. It's just like being in jail on the outside. And they always with that. That's what I associate trap rap with. That same little hustle that they be doing. Y'all better stop that stuff. Read on.
After consuming cocaine and counterfeit oxycodone containing the synthetic opioid fentanyl.
And you know what? I be seeing that all the time. Fentanyl. Read on. That's what killed DMX?
Yep, that mixed with crack.
Damn.
Lil Peep died at 21 in 2017. An accidental fentanyl and Xanax overdose.
Fentanyl and Xanax overdose.
Juice WRLD died late last year after taking a drug-induced seizure aboard a private jet. It is believed he swallowed multiple Percocet pills in an attempt to hide them as police raided the plane.
Why do you think they raided the plane? How did they know they was going there in the first place? How did they know what you had on the plane? It was a private jet. Because the people that have the rap industry are the people that have the private prisons. And they know your habits. They know what you do. They know when you go up in there to sign the records. Why do you think they befriend you so much? Why do you think they so quick? Hey, come on over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Take this. Drink this. Do this. Hey, come to this party. Hey, come to that party. They lowering your inhibitions. Then, when they have no more use for you, they throw you in jail.
Hey, officer, that dude Juice WRLD, his homeboy exposed it in an interview. He was addicted to them pills. He was taking too much of them. The police, they was looking for weed and stuff. They had a lot of weed and stuff. He wasn't trying to hide no pills. He was like taking buku of them, just getting high, and he overdid it and he died.
Damn. Read on.
On New Year's Day, a rare female death. Minnesota rapper Lexi Alijai, the victim of yet another accidental fentanyl overdose.
They keep taking these doggone pills. Now, these are all of the people that overdosed. Like, come on, man. What's so important about taking pills?
Also,
A lot of us need therapy. A lot of y'all need some therapy.
if I can just drop a little sidebar, I think that go back into also what they want to do with our population control class that we've been going on. Because now they pushing that. They know that our people going to be overdosing. And they just keep pushing it to the community.
Yeah. Go to Psalms 49:6.
Psalms chapter 49, verse 6. They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him.
So those that boast in riches, why do you think they never help their people? Why do you think they never try to do something positive with their money? Because they can't. They can't. They got people that, like when certain artists get those black cards, you have to spend money. And you have to spend it where they say. You got to buy a house. You got to buy the jewelry. You got to buy these things. The record label owns you. Unless you're an independent artist and you have gotten your money through legitimate means or whatever like that, and it's clearly all of yours, and you own your masters and all of that, the record label tell you what to do. They tell you what to buy. They tell you how to get it. So let's not get this thing twisted. You are a slave, just high paid. You do what they tell you to do. The brainwashing that they want you to do, you do it. And you sit back and you look like what Lil Baby said. I'm watching people do drugs because they think I do drugs. And now, what is that doing for his community? Hurting it. And it's killing us one at a time. Keep on going.
Alongside these deaths by misadventure, there are the victims of violent crime.
So those was the overdoses. Now they're about to start talking about the violent crimes.
Despite being accused of horrific abuse by an ex-partner, XXX Tentacion enjoyed massive popularity before being killed in 2018, aged 20, as he was robbed outside a Florida motorcycle dealership.
Somebody walked up on this dude and killed him. And you know what they did? They put his death all over social media.
Yep.
That's what they do. They desensitize you. They lower your inhibitions when it comes to the music. So you're listening about people getting killed all the time. So once they get killed, now you're seeing people get killed all the time. So now your brother dying is not that bad. Why do you think an Asian man could shoot a 6-year-old black kid and get a $10,000 bond? He pays $1,000 to get out of jail for shooting a 6-year-old black child.
Think God is not going to hold you guilty for that?
$10,000 bond. Why? Because children are looked at the same way that adults are looked at in the black community. Didn't they have a Edomite lady that wore a shirt, kill black babies before they grow up and to be criminals or something like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at the brainwashing. They already doing it. Now all we got to do as a people is not go with it. Period. We just got to stop going with it.
Right.
Read on.
Pittsburgh rapper Jimmy Wopo, touted as the heir to local forebears Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller, was killed in a drive-by shooting the same day. 2 weeks later, 21-year-old Canadian rapper and Drake tour mate Smoke Dogg was killed outside a Toronto nightclub. In March 2019, Nipsey Hussle was shot dead outside his Los Angeles clothing store.
All of these people getting killed. All of these people getting murdered. All of these people that's get that dude face off the screen. The hell. All of these people is getting murdered. They're losing their lives. They're either overdosing or getting murdered. And it's behind the perpetration of what's going on in their music. Like they always say, well, Tupac was a prophet because he said he was going to die and then he died. It really don't take that much to know that if you keep on talking about death, it's eventually going to come find you. The scriptures say, as a man thinketh. You think you a dead man?
Yeah.
You going to be a dead man.
Right.
The wages of sin is death. Tupac, all he did was sin.
Point blank, period. You can't go in all of these different places and expect nothing to happen. When you disobey what's going on from your Edomite masters and all of these different record labels, guess what? They got something for you. So the culmination of everything we've been talking about is the same people that own the prisons are the same people that own the media. That's the same people that own the record companies. And they're the same people that get the talent to put on these record companies. It's a cycle. The rappers come out with the music, they hypnotize the public. The public does what the rapper says that he does, and they try to live the lifestyle that the rapper say that he lives. They the ones that get caught by the police. They get put in jail. Those media companies put the image out there that this person killed this person, sold this drug, sold that drug. They put that image out there. They all look like these rappers that's on TV. And then guess what? They go to jail, and now the contract is fulfilled because now 90% of the prisons are still being populated.
Right.
Throughout every state in this country. Look at what this world is coming to. And look at some of the evils that Esau does in order to make sure that they get their end of the bargain filled. Go to Isaiah 10 and 1. You got to understand this.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees. An unrighteous decree is, all right, we're going to make sure that 90% of these prisons get filled. That's what we're going to do. That's an unrighteous decree.
Yes, it is.
Go ahead.
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
And they write grievousness. The grievousness is, in order for these 90% to get filled, we need a pipeline. So now we got to go media-wise. In the media, if the children see Lil Durk, we see all of these other rappers. I don't even know half of these dudes. You see all of these little rappers, what the little kids doing?
Right.
They dressing and acting like these little rappers.
They doing the same thing they doing, like you said, dressing and acting.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they start to actually try to live the lifestyle that these rappers talk about. But
Right.
they not living. The rappers ain't living them. They just putting it out there. Why? Because that's what sells. That's what they say. That's what sells. That's what gets money. No, anything can sell. They show it all the time. Look at the poo rappers that they got out now. Anything sells. They can sell anything. If you hear it enough times over and over, you'll eventually start to like it and accept it.
And for you single mothers at home and you parents, y'all be, oh, well, what I went wrong with my baby? All he do is sit inside with his headphones on. All she do is sit inside with her headphones on. Look at the music that they're listening to. That's where they influence. Where she get that from? I ain't never teach her that. I don't know where she get that from. She get it from the media.
Hey, watch this. Give First Esdras 5 and 73. Watch this. Bishop done brought this scripture out a lot for a lot of different things. But watch this.
First Esdras, chapter 5, verse 73. And by their secret plots and popular persuasions.
Music is a popular persuasion. And the secret plot is to have your black behind end up in prison. Read.
And commotions. They hindered the finishing of the building all the time that King Cyrus lived.
They hindered the finishing of the building. Now, at the time when Esdras wrote this, they were actually rebuilding the temple. But right now, today, they're trying to hinder the building of the spiritual house of Israel, us coming back and keeping the commandments, and they're trying to stop Christ from coming back. That's the whole plan.
Yep. Hey, we're going to end it on this. Sirach 28, 17 and 18. Sirach 28, 17 and 18.
Sirach chapter 28, verse 17. The stroke of the whip maketh marks in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh the bones.
The stroke of the tongue will do more damage than you think. It can kill you. Read on.
Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue.
A lot of rappers have fallen by their tongue. A lot of people have fallen by the tongue of what a lot of music has been portraying.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff, that keep it real stuff, a lot of us have died because of that. We need to change that. Music can hypnotize and brainwash you to do wickedness. So it's time to learn what we learn and now flip it to where music can now be used to promote righteousness, family, unity. That's what we need to do.
That's right.
All right? So, look, we hope y'all brothers and sisters was edified tonight. We definitely appreciate the opportunity to hold Fix Your Face. Shout out to Officer Kalaya, South Carolina. But look, y'all have a good Sabbath. Most High in Christ bless all of y'all. And us in New Orleans, precept upon precept, say,
Shalom.
You listening to precept on precept. Captain Shim break it down to no meat left. Line upon line in the word make you respect. History collegiate when we teach it, brains reset. You listening to precept on precept. Captain Shim break it down to no meat left. Line upon line, the word make you respect. History collegiate when we teach it, brains reset. Putting in the work for the most high. Valley of the bones coming back and we gon' ride. Showing you our past didn't start with that boat ride. We a nation made of kings, yeah, we chose right. Bringing our identity back. We the praise of the Lord, they pretend to be that. True, there is something special, they can never be that. We raise the vengeance with the knowledge so our enemies crack. In fact, listen to the class and the topic. Bomb subject